Okay, my friends, so for this video, I want to get into the percentile rank command, and I also want to drive home the difference between a percentile and the percentile rank. You may have noticed up here I changed the language a little bit. I said for a percentile, you're finding the dividing value for a given percentage in the data set. So for example, I think one of the ones we did in the video, let's look at a percentile again, equals percentile of this data set. And I think one of the ones we did was 30%, 0.3. And we said it was 27 as well, because if you divide the line across and chop the bottom 30% from the top 70, 27 is that dividing value. You can also find dividing values not just that end in 0. I think that was what I said in the video as well. You can find, for example, the 36th percentile. Now, before I press enter on this one, we looked at this one in the video. And we said it was 27.5 because by convention, we just say if we draw a line right here between 27 and 28, then we're going to pick the number between it. But you'll notice Excel actually doesn't give you exactly 27.5. It gives 27.64. I don't want you to worry about that. Percentile formulas, whether it's percentile or percentile rank, aren't all equivalent. I'll mention that towards the end of this video as well. So don't get up in arms about that. The point I'm bringing out right now is 27.64 actually isn't a data point in this data set. It's between 27 and 28. So that's going to happen sometimes with percentiles. Sometimes you'll get a data point, sometimes you won't. Doesn't matter. Percentile rank, however, actually you have to put a data point in. So you're actually going to type equals, now the command for this one is percentrank. Okay, and now there are 3 different variants of this, and I don't want you to get too hung up on that. Now, again, I'll mention that towards the end. I'm just going to use the old school percent rank. Grab the entire data set, there we go, and then hit comma, and then give it whatever value we're looking for. So we'll look at the 3 that you did in 6, 7, and 8. 23 pounds. What's the percentile of 23 pounds? Well, I bet you that's what you got, because if you look at where 23 is, there's 6 points below it, so that's 6% below. 25 pounds, I bet you got 12. And that's what Excel got too, because if you look at where 25 is, there are 12 points below. Very good, very good. And 33, I bet you got 99%. Excel actually calls it 100. And again, I don't want you to get too worked up about this. There are many, many people that say you can't have a 100th percentile because you can't be greater than everything in the data set, including yourself, which I think is a fair thing to say. I don't want you to get hung up on the formulas. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the Excel calculator I've supplied you with in the course, I went ahead and put this data into it. You can look over at the left side and see all the summary measures that we've looked at in previous lessons. There's the average of 28 and the median of 29 that we spoke of, and you're going to be dealing with that in numbers 9 and 10 on the quiz. Over here, I actually gave you a percentile calculator, and if you put a value in, like for example, let's put that last one in, 33. I've got the calculator set up so that it will calculate the percentages based on certain formulas that are used. So the top one there, percent less, that's what percentile, if we're using the percent less formula, is 33. Well, it's 99 because it's bigger than 99 out of the 100 values. These other two, percent less or equal or percent less plus half equal, are both formulas that I've seen as I've Googled around looking. But again, I don't want you to worry too much about which formula to use. Here's what I want you to focus on. Do you see how close all these values are? That's what I want you to focus on. I don't want you to get down this rabbit hole of which percent calculation are they using. What I really want you to just realize is when you're talking about percentiles, you're talking about the percentage of data that's less than a given point. You keep that in your mind. Doesn't matter what formula you look at, you're going to be in the right neighborhood. All right, hope that helped. Go get them.